Opéra.
Alors, là,
Oui.
here, we eat here. Right here.
Okay.
We have hot water.
One glass.
Une
Sublime poirée.
not that one.
Wait, did you point at the cocoa mango?
No.
Sublime.
Look, the chocolate caramel, we
No, no.
c'est bon. Yeah. Yes, I'm back. It's freezing in here. I should turn the heat on. It's going to be Thanksgiving in 2 days, and there's going to be a storm brewing. It's raining outside right now. Raining in Southern California. Sky is dark. It's going to rain all Thanksgiving. Strange thing, but we need the rain. I'm back. Life is not always been this blessed. In my life, we grew up very poor, and you can't imagine how poor someone can be. You think, I used to tell my siblings that if we could be featured as help the children kind of people. That's how poor we were, with no running water, with no indoor plumbing. I mean, you can't imagine that someone alive would have gone through that, but we did, growing up poor in Malaysia. It's by the grace of God that we came out of it with a lot of hard work, a lot of prayers, and believing and trusting in God all our lives, and thank Him throughout this life, and especially this season. I want to talk about Thanksgiving. The trip I just did with my sister and her family. She and her husband went into the ministry. They finance everything with no help from the church. And they were really hard up and eventually financed their own trip to Drew University in New Jersey to do their master's, their PhD in divinity. My sister has to quit to allow her husband to do it. So she worked to support them both. They're in a good place right now. They live in New York City and has done very well for themselves. They left the ministry after being very dissatisfied with church leadership, who lent no support whatsoever to them. And they're very discouraged by the whole church scene. It's hard to imagine that we Christians would be the source of someone's turning away from the faith. Woe is us. And today we should, as Thanksgiving is coming up in 2 days, I'm going to read something I learned today from John Piper. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses, where are we? 3. They will say it is wrong to be married and wrong to eat certain foods, but God created these foods to be eaten with thanksgiving by people who know and believe the truth. Since everything God created is good, we should not reject any of it. We may receive it gladly with thankful hearts, for we know it is made holy by the word of God and prayer. A lot of cultures do say prayers before eating. They thank Mother Earth or something. But we should, when we give thanks for our food, we thank the creator and giver of this food, that we thank him that it did not just appear, that there is a loving God there who provided for everything. And we thank him because we know him and we believe that it is he who created everything. So whether eating or anything, it's not, we are thankful for not just the food, but for the creator, the great provider who provided us with this. And I'm especially thankful for my own life, for my family's life, that the Lord has provided for us, not just provided, but have blessed us tremendously. And on the way home, on the flight home, there were a few migrants. I guess their immigration status has been approved. Migrants from Burundi. They held packages that showed migration, Burundi migration. So I presume they are they're going to be in the United States legally by some sort of programs. But they were really lovely people. Young men, young mothers with young children. I don't know that if they're even aware of what their lives is going to be like, coming here and living here, how it's going to be changed. It's incredible to see their trusting faces to try to navigate the system. As we board our plane in Heathrow, they call out the numbers of your group. Group 1, the first class. Group 2, the free, and of course the cattle class like us, 4 and 5, and they try to board and say, no, not yet. To look at your ticket and see which group it is, and then to come and see the vast variety of people working and living together in such incredible situations, such westernized and improved situations. I don't even know if they understand it. That their lives is forever changed and so dramatically. And if they make use of the opportunities, their kids could be so much better. Like us, we came from the same background as they did, primitive, with no basic sanitation. To us here, to be able to travel, to enjoy the travel of Europe, it's amazing. This was my sister and family's first trip to London and Paris. They were in Spain the previous year, and it's amazing. Even though they live in New York City and has been there for over 20 years, but still, I am totally thankful and grateful this season, not just for all the blessings, but for the giver of these blessings. I hope you are too. Happy Thanksgiving.